Hey folks, it's Miles Seegers for the Global Wealth Lifestyle Hangout. Happy Tuesday evening. How are you folks doing? Hey guys, I got something I want to share with you real quick before we even get started. Those of you that have been on my team for a while, those of you that know me quite well, you know I try my best to keep these Hangouts to maybe 45 minutes, try not to go over an hour. That's been my goal for 2015. It's not quite happening yet because I normally have so much content that I want to share with you folks. But tonight, hey folks, it's Miles Seegers for the Global Wealth Lifestyle Hangout. Happy Tuesday evening. Hold on. How are you folks doing? Hey guys, I got something I want to share with you real quick before we even get started. Those of you that have been on my team for a while, hold on one second, guys. Where is that? Hold on, guys. We got so many windows open here. Okay, folks, we're back. You know what, guys? This is really weird. That extra background, that extra window that normally starts playing in the background. Guys, whenever we set up a Google Hangout, the platform, you need to have another window open to start the Hangout. And you need to leave it playing so the Hangout, you know, the window that I'm on right now will remain active. And I know better. I always go and mute the volume on the other windows. And I've been good for like the last 2 or 3 months. It hasn't happened in a long time. But last night it happened on one of my Hangouts. I forgot to mute the window. And then it happened again today, and it's just weird. Hadn't happened like 2 or 3 months, so I apologize, guys. And I think part of the reason is that I'm very tired and could use a little bit of sleep. But that's not your problem, is it, folks? And I'm not complaining, guys. I love what I do. I love being an entrepreneur. I love this. I love this business. So before that started playing, that kind of just threw me off. What I wanted to share with you is I'm always talking about I want to keep the Hangouts shorter and keep them more, you know, a little more tighter, you know, especially you folks that are watching the recording, so you don't have to sit through, you know, like a long Hangout. And folks, even though that, you know, some of my Hangouts have been long, I try to make sure that I'm just giving you a lot of good updated information and a lot of good content. Still, I want to make them shorter, you know, bite-sized chunks that you guys can digest. So with that said, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a number of things going on. As always, Home Business Labs, which I'm sure all of you are part of, and if you're not part of Home Business Labs, you really need to be. Go to the Facebook group, get with me, find out what Home Business Labs is. Basically, let me put it in a nutshell, guys. And I know some of you might be brand new. Maybe you just joined my team today. Home Business Labs is the marketing system that we are using to promote Doobly. You see, folks, we're not promoting Doobly directly. We're using a marketing system, which is a very smart way of doing it. A lot of smart marketers have done this in the past. So we're using Home Business Labs to promote Doobly. Now, again, some of you are new, so I don't want to throw you for a loop. We are also using Team WooCard. You are part of Team WooCard. You follow me? You're part of Team WooCard. You're part of HBL, even if you don't have access to their back office and the training, because there is a cost. There's a monthly cost involved to actually become a member, you know, an actual paid member of HBL and have access to all the wonderful tools and trainings that they have. But again, guys, we'll talk about this. For those of you that are new, I'll be meeting with you individually. You have access to Team WooCard. Team WooCard is building, what is today, the 10th? Oh, wow, they got something really hot happening. They are building, they have built and are continuing to build their own marketing system to promote Doobly. So you have a choice, folks. You can promote Doobly via the Team WooCard system, or you can promote Doobly via the HBL. My advice, just giving you my advice, is to use both systems. But as of right now, my personal recommendation, if you said, Miles, I'm only interested in using one system or the other, I would, at this point, recommend using HBL, Home Business Labs. That'd be my personal recommendation if you're only looking to use one system. The reason why is because the way the system has been designed, basic membership, not even mentioning pro membership, it is designed to get you immediate results, not long-term results, immediate results. And the training in there, and I've been a marketer for quite a while now. I've seen a lot. I know systems. I'm not a affiliate, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. I wouldn't be earning commission. Again, I always say this. I wish I was an affiliate. But you really, really need to get access to Home Business Labs and, more importantly, their pro section. It's $30 a month to become a pro member, or it was $30 a month up until last Friday. I believe it just changed to $67 a month. So, folks, what can I tell you? I know some of you are brand new. Maybe your budget is limited. You're like, Miles, I can't afford to do that. Well, what I would tell you is to, follow the stuff that we talk about and I share with you in these Hangouts, and to be able to generate some money quickly. And then when you're able to, I would certainly take advantage of the HBL, Home Business Labs training, because, folks, it's just incredible training. I'll say it this way, just to keep it real simple. If you go through the training in HBL, basic and preferably pro membership, you go through the training and you master the marketing strategies, the techniques that are back there in the back office, you will make a lot of money, period. And the hottest thing going right now, people are going crazy over it. I'm using guys, I know it. Guys, let me share something with you. I got to check an email on my other computer, guys. This is live. I'm like managing multiple things. Okay, cool. I've been telling you folks something for the last year now, probably longer than a year. If you've been on one of my teams, not even on my team, just watching my Hangouts. I've been telling you guys something for over a year now, longer than a year. I've been like giving you hints, giving you jabs. I've been telling you that whatever business you're in, whether it's Doobly, whether it's Vima, whatever the heck that juice is they're drinking now, whatever business you're in, there's always going to be predominantly a marketing technique that's working better than anything else at that time and place. For example, in 2014, there's always going to be a top marketing technique that not your opinion, not my opinion, that the public is calling for, that the public is reacting to, that the public is responding to. Your customers, your prospects, your leads are going to respond to certain things. You don't have a say-so. They're going to respond to certain things. There are techniques and strategies that the public is responding to in 2015 right now and beyond. They're going to continue responding to. Now, I can give you a list right here of marketing, traffic getting, lead getting, traffic strategies, whatever you want to call it, that you can use to build your business. I can give you a list of 10 or 20 of them. And they're all good. Do I need to go down the list, folks? There's PPC, there's banner ads, there's solo ads, there's Facebook. I can keep going. There's blogging, there's free traffic methods, there's paid traffic methods. I can just go down the list. But what I'm sharing with you folks is, if you are in the know, you stay in tune at what's happening in the industry. There's always going to be a technique that's predominantly winning, a technique that the market is calling for, that people are responding to. And I've been telling you guys for like a year or a year and a half that video, my favorite, video marketing, guys, is the way to go. the way to position yourself, the way to brand yourself, the way to get your message across in a way where people are not looking at you as some marketer, some sleazy marketer hiding behind a computer and just sending out emails. Now, if you're an Edgar Allan Poe or you're one of those people who are just good with copywriting, which you need to be good with email copywriting anyway, knock yourself out. But especially if you're new, I'm going to let you know that, believe it or not, if you are new, it's easier to communicate with people, your lists, people on Facebook, whoever. It's easier to communicate with them via video versus writing email copy. Believe it or not, it's easier. You folks, a lot of you are thinking backwards. You're thinking, well, Miles, I'm nervous. I'm not good on video. I don't know what to say. It's just easier for me to write an email. Yeah, it may be easier for you to write an email, but is that email effective? Is that email getting opened? Once it is opened, is that person on your list or whoever, are they actually reading your email? Are they valuing what you're saying in that email? Are you getting across what you're trying to say? Are you conveying it properly in that email? Guys, that takes practice. That's called email copywriting, which you all need to develop that skill, but it takes time. And maybe some of you are a natural. I don't know. I wasn't. I certainly wasn't. I wasn't a natural on video. I mean, maybe I'm not a natural now. I don't know. My opinion doesn't matter, folks. All I can go by is what people tell me. I have people tell me that, Miles, you're so natural on camera. You know, you can do that, Miles, but I can't do it. Do you want to know why I can do this, folks? Because I enjoy this. I love serving and helping people. I'm sitting here in my office, in my beautiful home. I'm talking to a dot on my computer. I'm talking to it's just me. Now, if I was on a stage of 5,000 people, yeah, I could do that too. But folks, even if that's not you, you can take out your smartphone. Where's my phone? Where's my Windows phone? Which is pretty cool. You can take out your phone, your iPhone, and you can shoot a video and just say, hi, my name is John Jones. I'd like to welcome you to my list. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for deciding to become one of my followers, one of my subscribers. I'm going to be sharing some valuable content with you over the next couple of days. So stay tuned. I just wanted to give you a heads up and introduce myself and let you know who I am. Folks, that is not difficult. You know what's difficult, guys? Folks, you want to know what's difficult? Seriously, riding a bike. What did Miles say? Yes, folks. I can ride a bike. I've been riding since I was 4. Riding a bike, guys, is difficult. Very difficult. Until you learn how. I can remember when I first started learning. I can remember my 2 brothers running behind me. Guys, I can remember. I'm originally from Vineland, New Jersey. I can remember living in that neighborhood. Wasn't the greatest neighborhood, but I can remember 4 years old, riding my bike. It had training wheels on it. I remember it was red. It was a little beat up bike my parents had got me. I can remember my brothers riding their bike, my 2 older brothers, I'm the youngest, trying to catch them, and you know, they're in front of me, and it just seemed like I had those training wheels forever. I swear those training wheels were on my bike. It seemed like months. Now, that's a long time ago. I can't quite remember the time frame, but from what I can remember, it seems like I had those training wheels for months. I just couldn't get it. And I can remember riding down this, guys, I can remember this like it was yesterday. I can remember riding down the sidewalk, and the street we lived on, the sidewalk was pretty beat up, and the cement, the panels of cement, one was up, and then there was a gap. So it wasn't a smooth ride. Now, I was too little. I was 4 years old. I wasn't able to ride in the street. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble. So I was just riding on the sidewalk, and I just couldn't get it. It's hard to ride a bike. But one day, as you know, I was always following my two older brothers. I'm the youngest. I said that already. One day, but I wouldn't give up, guys. So one day I'm riding, I'm riding on my bike. The training wheels, of course, bound. I'm like, is this going to be for? I remember saying to myself, 4 years old, is this going to be forever? I guess this is just how it's going to. I guess I'm going to always have these 2 extra wheels. And I was by myself. My 2 brothers weren't with me that day. And I can remember I was riding, and all of a sudden, it was like a miracle. I started balancing. And I was like, I'm riding. I remember racing back home. I wasn't far from home, right down the street, telling my mother, hey, Mommy, I'm actually riding. So she comes outside to watch. And I started riding, and I could only go around the block. So I went all the way around. My mother's waiting for me standing outside. I went all the way around the block, and came back, and I'm like, Mommy, aren't you proud of me? And my mother was extremely, very, very, very happy. My mother's in heaven now. Love my mother and father to death. But my point is, folks, so, and your mother calls you in to eat dinner. You remember those days. I remember riding. I must have rode around that block, guys, 100 times. It had gotten dark, and my mother's calling me in. I would not stop riding my little bike because I mastered it. Now, folks, I just shared something with you very personal, and you're asking yourself, Miles, what does that have to do with me? Some of you might even be saying, Miles, I don't want to hear your story. I don't care about you. I don't want to hear your story about you riding a bike. Folks, do you know what I just did? Do you know what I just did, folks, as a marketer? I took you in. I shared with you a story. Stories, how does that go? Facts tell, stories sell. As a marketer, you need to start learning how to conduct a story. And if you're an Edgar Allan Poe, which I'm not, you can put that story in an email, which I think is more difficult. Much easier to pull the viewer in and share a story with them, especially a true story. A story that you know well better than anyone else. I can see myself right now. I can go back many years. I can see myself riding that bike. The street, I can't remember the house number, but the street was 7th Street. It was called 7th Street. The house is still there, believe it or not. And I can still picture the house. Going back to Violent, I would be, even though I don't know the address, I could find that house. And you know what I'd love to do? I have a bike to this day. I have a 10-speed bike. You know what I'd like to do? You know what I might do? I might hitch my bike to my truck. Yeah, I have a truck also, besides my car. And my wife and I, we may take a ride down to Vineland, and I may pull my bike down. And here I am, many years later. I may ride around that block with my big bike that I have now, my 10-speed. What does this have to do with you as a marketer? Folks, in this business, whether you like it or not, this is how you make money. How many of you, tell me, you can tell me in the chat section, how many of you, is my mic up? I hope it is. How many of you were taken back to your childhood when I was sharing that story with you? How many of you can remember the first time you rode a bike? Maybe you had training wheels. Maybe you had brothers or sisters that helped. How many of you can remember? Getting a little choked up because I'm thinking about my mother and father that are no longer here. How many of you can remember? And as a marketer, that's the skill that you need to develop to communicate with people, to let people know that you can help them, that by them aligning themselves, working with you, by joining your team, by working with you, whatever, getting involved in your thing, you can help them. And all of you can help them. You have the knowledge and the tools right in front of you to help people out there, even though you're looking to build your business yourself, even though maybe you haven't made money yourself. If you help them get what they want, they will give you what you want. So very, very important, guys, being able to talk about stories, share stories. That's how you can sell, guys. That's how you can build a business. People want to know who you are. Why should they listen to you? And what's your story? So my question to you is, what's your story? Maybe you should blog about it. Maybe you're part of my other team. You know, there's a new blogging system out. If you're part of that other team, maybe you're not part of that team. Regardless, let me share something with you. If you are a marketer, I don't care if you have access to a blog because you're in some other company. Regardless, whether you're not in any other companies, you're just here, all of you need to have a blog. Just a WordPress blog, nothing fancy. You can go on Fiverr is called, $5 for people to do stuff for you. Google it, it's called Fiverr. And you can have somebody create a WordPress blog for you. And all of you should have a blog. And I'm not talking about getting cold traffic to that blog. I'm talking about using that blog and using your warm traffic as you're building leads over here, sending your warm traffic to your blog so they can get to know who you are, so they can identify with you. But folks, I'm going to say this again. Being able to tell stories, draw people in. And guys, all of us have a story. I don't even need to go there because I know a lot of you. And a lot of you share things with me. Folks, you have some stories that you could write novels on. Don't keep it inside. Share it with your people are interested in what you have to say. They just don't want to hear about what's the latest traffic strategy. They want to hear about you. They want to get to know you. So let me segue back to, did I share my screen? I'm losing it, guys. I haven't ate like all day. Back to what I was saying, video marketing, before I got off on that tangent. Video marketing, and guys, there's many forms of video marketing. Not going to get into it right now. There's PPC video using Google AdWords, which is hot. There's regular video marketing using YouTube, using HBL, My Inspired Media. All of you should be doing that. Oh my God. My Inspired Media, forget about it. Lights over, Elvis left the building. My Inspired Media and what they've done. Folks, if you implement that and not even master it, just kind of learn it, and you can't make money using the training that Bobby and Christian provides in My Inspired Media, you do really need to go do something else. You shouldn't be wasting, guys, I'm telling you, you shouldn't be wasting your money with Doobly and even working with me. If you implement what they're telling you as far as video marketing and getting your videos ranked, talking about stuff that you know. You're making these little 1 and 2 minute short videos, and you're not talking about internet marketing unless you want to, unless you're like a guru. Maybe your favorite hobby is tennis. Maybe you're a web designer. Maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you're an attorney. Maybe you're a carpenter. Maybe you are a gardener. You're going to make videos about what you know. And then you're going to segue and let the viewer know, oh, by the way, this is what I also do. This is what I've been doing. And this is the business I've been doing. And then you're going to introduce these people. You're going to give them an alternative from what they're doing, because they're going to find you using these search terms, these long tail keywords, and you're going to give them an alternative as to what they're doing now. You're going to provide, first of all, you're going to take their searches, very targeted, and you're going to provide an answer, a solution. You're going to help them solve a problem. This is all done during a 2 or 3 minute video. And then halfway through the video, or when most of the video is done that you created or somebody else, you're going to give them an alternative. You're going to give them an alternative, and you're going to show them the alternative. And the alternative is you're going to take them to your own landing page provided by HBL. They're going to opt in. They're going to look at your business model, and they're probably going to get started. If not today, sometime in the future, as you continue to follow up with them with your autoresponder. Game over. And folks, that's all there is to this business. I would tell you, all of you, listen to the sound of my voice. Man, I'm on fire today. I just got done making a video before I jumped on here. I would tell all of you, whether you're part of HBL or not, whether you're part of the pro section or not, start shooting some videos with your phone. What else do you got to do? Are you really that busy? What else do you have to do? Really? Yeah, I know most of you work. But come on, folks. Shoot a video at work. Shoot a video on, you know what I would be doing? Now, this is just me when I used to work for corporate America. You know what I would be doing? I would be shooting videos on my lunch break. I would be shooting videos on my lunch break. I would be listening to audio as I'm driving into work, as I'm coming home from work. Folks, if you want it bad enough, you can do it. So with that said, guys, I'm actually going to end this hangout. You see that? We've only went, don't faint. I know it's only been 28 minutes. I'm going to end this hangout tonight. Yeah, because there's so much I want to share with you guys. I really don't have time tonight. I got to get prepared for the hangout that HBL is having. You know, the whole purple envelope thing. I got to get ready for that at 9 o'clock. It's been an extremely busy day. I just wanted to get us all together. And guys, what I told you, what I shared with you tonight doesn't need to be talked about for 3 hours. What I shared with you, you may not believe it, but what I shared with you is a formula. When I talked about my true story of learning how to ride a bike, I've shared with you a formula, a master plan for making a ton, yes guys, a ton, I'm not exaggerating, a ton of money in 2015. And all of you can do the same exact thing. Because there are people that are going to be on your list, people that are watching your video, people that are reading your blog, that are going to say to themselves, hey, I remember that was me. I can, that story sound, I have a similar story in my life that's just like what that person is sharing with me. And they'll start to, you know, you guys will start to build some rapport. You'll start to build some rapport with people, and building rapport is a huge part of the sales process. Building rapport with your list, with your followers, with, you know, with people out there following you on Facebook or wherever. And you guys can do it. Yes, in the beginning you might be nervous as far as making a video. You may make some mistakes. Who cares? People like real people. If you make a mistake, don't do what a lot of people do. Don't stop and keep reshooting the video where it's taking you 4 hours to make a 2 or 3 minute video. Keep going. So what if you make a mistake, or you cough, or you stutter? Look into your camera. If you're using a phone, folks, don't hold it this way. Hold it this way, please. And just find out where the little camera eye is, and just sit back, relax, and talk into it. And then post it up on YouTube. Don't even worry about ranking it. We can talk about that later. Just do that. Now, real quick, guys, before I forget, this is extremely important, huge announcement. Can't believe I almost forgot to tell you guys. All of you should be aware of it by now. I'm hoping, wow. Before I say this last thing, guys, I just want to check the comments because I want to see if anybody's out there. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Folks, I don't mind talking to myself because I know that this hangout, this video I'm making, is going to go up on YouTube. Many people are going to have access to it. And also, as I've always told you, if there is only one person on my hangout, everybody else is too busy. I know some of you work. I'm not talking about you. But for those that are just too busy to be here, Doesn't matter. It's your loss. It's not mine. Folks, what I'm sharing with you, I say this all the time. What I'm sharing with you, I already know. I don't need to tell myself. I don't need to educate myself. I already know. So for those of you that are here, I appreciate you. All of us are busy. Our time is precious. As an entrepreneur, the most precious thing you have is your time. The most valuable thing you have is your time. So I appreciate you being here. I want to see if there's any comments. Okay, so if there's only one person on the Hangout, one person, that's enough for me. We're going to have a Hangout. If there's no one on the Hangout, no one, I'm sitting here talking to myself, that's still fine. Because I know that there's people out there that need help. There's people that have problems, questions. They're in need of, they're looking to make a change in their life. They're sick and tired of their job. And they're going to find me on YouTube. They're going to find me in My Inspired Media. They're going to find me out there in cyberspace. And I will be able to help them. And that makes me happy. So we go on. Oh, so real quick, guys, what was I going to tell you? All of you now should know that, and guys, I'm really hoping, I know I'm not going to get 100% across the board, but I'm really hoping that everybody who joined my team, everybody down the line who joined my team in my downline, you're part of other people's teams in my downline. I'm hoping that you're watching this video. I know some of you aren't, never will. Can't, you know the whole thing, lead a horse to water. Many of you have went inactive, which to this day, I still can't understand. How could you let your accounts go inactive? And yeah, I'm getting on your case a little bit, because to stay active doesn't cost you any money. I'll say it again. To stay active in Doobly, there's a monthly qualification voucher, $99, a monthly VIP qualification voucher that if you don't stay active and you don't purchase a voucher, your account will go inactive. So some of you that this is your business, not mine, your business, and you still don't understand what's going on, which there's no excuse for that. Staying in the mix, going to the Facebook groups, logging into your back office, joining these Hangouts. You would know that to remain as a member of Doobly, there is no monthly fee like some of these other companies out there. I'll say it again. There is no monthly fee. And then you're like, well, wait a minute, Miles. Isn't there a $99 per month qualification voucher? Yes, there is. Because the company wants to put money in your pocket. And unless you're producing, you're not going to earn any money. So the company is trying to incentivize you to produce, to market, to drive traffic. And if you drive traffic, you're going to get customers. You're going to get free customers. Guys, it's so easy to get free customers. And I don't need to explain to you on this video how to do that. The training's all available to you. Although we will talk about it. I've talked about it. I'll talk about it again. You know, if you're brand new, I'll be talking to you one-on-one. So your job is to sign up to Doobly free customers. And I believe as of right now, there's a $10 incentive. They're going to get paid for $10 just for signing up for free. Now, if you sign up enough free customers, some of those people are going to upgrade to VIP. So when you upgrade one VIP customer, one customer goes to VIP. One. That covers your monthly qualification voucher. So let's say last week I signed up 5 VIP customers, which folks, all of you can do. If you focus on it, you can do it. And you can do it for free. You can do it using free traffic methods that we teach. So you sign up 5 VIP customers last week. you're covered. You're covered for 5 months. You're covered. You are covered. And again, you can be. And I haven't done this in a while, so I hope I'm saying this right. I may have to double check this, but you're covered. You can sign up a few VIP customers, whatever, and be covered for a year. So as you sign up a customer free and they become VIP, as long as you enroll VIP customers in the Doobly, you do not have to pay that $99. However, if you're not doing that, you're not bringing in customers, which is putting money in your pocket anyway. It's a 2-for-1. You can't go wrong. If you're not doing that, you're not bringing in customers, and they're not upgrading the VIP, which they will if you bring in enough free customers, then you need to pay the $99. If it was me, I'd rather work to bring in VIP customers, get paid for doing that, okay? And at the same time, my $99 qualification voucher is covered for months and months and months. Guys, it's simple, easy. So many of you didn't do that, and your accounts went inactive. Well, Doobly, because they all want to see us succeed. All of you know, all of you listening to the sound of my voice whose account went inactive, guess what Doobly did for you? And you know what they did because you got an email. All of you are active now. You are all active now. Did you thank Doobly? You're all active now. Now, the key is, folks, don't blow it. Many of us are not given a second chance in life or in anything. You have your second chance now. Start marketing. Start marketing. Start talking about Doobly. Start posting on Facebook, on your wall. Guys, just start talking about the business. Get people excited. Purchase a solo ad. Start doing some video marketing. Start shooting videos. Guys, there's a number of things that, come on my screen. There's a number of things that you can do. And folks, I talk about those things each and every week right here. So to say that you don't know what to do, that's telling me you haven't been watching the Hangouts. You haven't been watching the recordings. Simple. All of you should have access to Team WooCard. All of you. If you don't, let me know. Log into the Team WooCard back office. Start using their capture pages. Promote it. Go through the training. Go through the training, what they tell you to do. Most of the methods back there with Team WooCard, they're free. They're free methods. It doesn't cost you anything. They're free traffic methods. Go through that stuff. There's free traffic methods in HBL. Go through this stuff, folks. You need to learn. Even though I'm giving you guys as much as I can, even though I'm sharing and teaching you guys as much as I can on these Hangouts are not enough. They're not enough. I can just point you in the right direction here, but you need to learn and master this stuff. So here's what I will say to you. This is your business. A lot of you have invested a nice chunk of change to get involved with Doobly. I would think that would be enough motivation to keep you going, at least to get back your investment. And folks, this is not difficult. And don't give me that, oh, it's easy for you, Miles. No, it's easy for you if you apply yourself. So don't blow this second chance. Don't let your account go inactive. If you've been too busy where you haven't taken the time to find customers, and there's millions of customers out there, billions, then when Doobly sends you a note that your account's going to expire, don't just ignore it. Go ahead and pay the $99 to stay active. By doing that, maybe the next month that will inspire you to get going and start bringing in just a few. You don't need to bring in a lot, just a few VIP customers to keep you qualified and active. So guys, listen. There's some amazing things going on with Doobly. The leaders at the top, the leaders of HBL, Tony Rush, John Lavinia, Christian, Bobby and Randy. If you're part of HBL, man, they just want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you folks succeed. I mean, You guys have no clue how bad I want to see you guys succeed. And then brag about, yes, brag about your success and build your own teams. And all of you can do it. Guys, this is not brain surgery. We're not in medical school. Thank God. This is marketing. This is about being yourself. This is about telling your story. This is about sharing your, being real, being authentic. People are looking to join people that are real and that are authentic. And I'll share something with you before we go. Now the Hangout's getting longer, guys. No one can be you better than you. Folks, I do something better. Checking my email on my other screen. Folks, I'm going to sit here and brag before we end the Hangout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to sit here and brag. Stick my chest out. Yep, I'm bragging, folks. I'm the best. I am the best. At what? I'm the best at being Miles Seegers. Nobody can be Miles Seegers better than I can. And no one, I mean no one, I don't care how good of an impersonator they are, no one can be you better than you. Have a great night, folks. I'll see you next week.